Hello, guys, and welcome back to the Figure Forecast podcast with your hosts, Scarlett and Maeve. We are recording episode 5 today. Sorry if we sound a little bit tired, as it is very early in the morning for this recording. We have got the legend, Mr. Podcast, Christian Chapman on today, who has very kindly agreed to record this episode after I have asked him to come on for months now, but he's very busy recording lots of other podcasts and being superstar coach and athlete himself. So thank you very much for coming on. If you don't know who Christian is, and then you've been living under a rock, clearly. But we want to get him on today to talk about obviously coaching figure ladies in particular as well, but also, you know, his coaching side of things and just how he runs things. And yeah, I'll pass you over to Christian before I say too much. So welcome, hello, Christian, and thank you.
That's all right. I mean, just so everyone knows, it's 5:30 in the fucking morning. Yeah. Just so if I can't get my words out or I fall asleep, that's why. So I apologize. You want me to do an intro or something?
Go on.
Yeah, just give a brief. Just tell people who you are. Come on.
I'm coached by Christian. There you go.
You're coached by Christian.
Okay, at the end.
Who are you? What's coached by Christian? What are you all about?
So I started coaching people like 6-7 years ago. Started it as just a bit of a laugh, to be honest. Wasn't serious about it. I was really fucking overweight, and lost loads of weight. And then obviously when you do that and you put it on social media, people ask how you do it.
Yeah.
So which was great. So just started helping mainly other fat people. I think you attract what your own niche is, kind of thing. That's no disrespect to them. They were fat, so that's why they came. So it started with that, and then started hammering social media for a very long time. Didn't actually want to do it as a job because I'd always worked other jobs and just did it on the side. And then 3 years and 2 months ago, I left my job to do it full time, and it's just been fucking mental ever since. Help every kind of person. It's not strict. It's not just figure athletes. Else that'd be pretty niche. But yeah, coach every kind of person you can think of. Still take on Gen Pop people just because I find it quite fulfilling. Just because it normally means more to both them and anyway. What else? Just took on a couple of coaches underneath me, which is the first time, and it's the scariest thing I've ever done, but it worked, so that's good. And just building a little bit of a team now behind me, so it's not just me, because I kind of found out when you get really busy, the biggest problem with your business is yourself, because there's just one of you, and I'm a fucking control freak. I like to just do everything. I don't like people helping me, so that's been a godsend, to be fair. And that brings us up to now.
What did you do before coaching? Because you said you left kind of full-time employment 3 years ago.
So I was in hospitality for 7 years, like since leaving school. So I ended up like running bars, restaurants, nightclubs, hotels, stuff like that. And it was just, to be fair, that was some of the best years of my life when I look back, because it was just you're fucking paid to party. I did have a right laugh, but it just ended up getting it's just too much. And then I ended up selling cars. So I was selling minis to young, vulnerable people. Roping them into things that they can't afford. It was great. But yeah, I was
that's where your sales pitch comes from.
That's the sales skills.
To be fair, I was talking about this on another podcast, because they were like, what skills have you taken from other jobs? And like every job I've had is customer facing, and you're providing a service to someone. Like, even if it's just someone coming in for a drink, you are like providing a service to them, and you have to build you don't have to build a rapport, but I like building rapport with people because I like people to like me. I think it gets you far. And then selling cars, fucking hell, they ain't going to sell a car. They ain't going to buy a car off you if they don't like it.
No.
It just doesn't work like that. And I definitely took some salesy things for it, but no one would ever know that I'm being a salesman because I'm just an idiot. So I don't like to come across as like, oh, you know, I've got free spaces open. Fuck off. Like, if you want coaching, just just drop me a message. I'd rather someone just said, I've got fucking unlimited spaces. Do you want to join? Like, do you know what I mean? I don't get all that shit. It's not. I don't think this is a sales environment coaching, in my opinion. But yeah, that was what I did before.
When I first met you, when you coached with Sophie, obviously.
Yeah.
When Sophie won a pro card, so that was obviously you were coaching her, weren't you, for that?
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
but that was when I first ever met you. What, about 2.5 years ago or something now? Or something.
Yeah, it would have been about 2 years ago now.
Yeah. So was that when your kind of coaching side of things started to take off then, around that time?
To be fair,
it won't have been long, will it?
When I met, for anyone who doesn't know, Sophie Jenkins, that's my ex-fiance, and I used to coach her. But when I met Sophie, I probably had like 100 clients, but it was mainly Gen Pop, and it kind of just started to be like more. I was looking after more competitors because I was competing myself, which definitely helps. And I can't even remember the fucking conversation we had where I was just like, yeah, I'll do your prep. But it really did work. Well, obviously, I mean, she won a pro card, but I do feel like that it definitely brought more females to me, 100%. But I think the fact that I prefer coaching females to men because they just fucking. Oh, all right. I've got a list of the reasons why. They don't fucking moan for a start, really. They have way higher pain threshold than a man, so they're not fucking moaning again. They're not moaning. Oh, I'm hungry. Oh, fuck off. I think if a female's got an idea in their head, they are going to get it done.
Yeah,
like no matter what. And I find female bodybuilding, figure, whatever you want to call it, I find it fascinating. I think it's really cool, and I think if you can take it like a female through like huge change, I think it's way more impressive than a man.
Yeah. Interesting.
So with your like figure now, because obviously you do like a few different classes, don't you, as well? Because I know obviously you've got Cam on, who's obviously an IFBB pro, but you also coach like across all the feds, don't you? Like, how do you manage all the feds, like with the females? Yeah, because there's actually nothing that you don't do, really, is there?
Yeah, well, yeah, there is. I think I've put someone in every category that there is. Train bikini, figure, women's physique, then all the men's classes and stuff. I don't know. You just manage it, don't you? It's just, well, that's what that person wants to do. Okay, well, let's do that. And in terms of like all the feds, I think there's always so much like drama behind this of like, no, my clients only do this fed. I don't give a fuck what fed you want to do, because I just want you to do what you want to do. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, there's been a lot of controversy with a UK federation in the last 3 or 4 weeks. I won't go into it fully in depth, but because of how close I am to someone that's involved in that federation, I have my loyalties. Yeah. But I have also said to my clients, if you want to do that show, that's absolutely fine, and you go and do that. But because of personal circumstances, I ain't going to be there because I don't want to support it. Yeah. But if before that, fuck me, if it's GBO, fucking NFM, FitX, PCA, Two Bros, I don't care. I just want them to do what they want to do. Obviously, I'm gonna always advise, right, I think you're best suited to this, or I think you'd actually do pretty fucking well in Two Bros, so I think you should do that. But in terms of managing, you just fucking that's what you have to do, isn't it? Like I don't really think about it. I just do instead. The posing thing is fucking that's the worst because there's such slight differences with certain. I'm just like just keep it the fucking same.
I know.
Yeah.
Especially like I've got a girl. You'll know her, Scarlett. I think. V. Viada Fwang. You would have seen her.
Yeah.
I reshare her shit every fucking day. She looks great, but she's natty and she's doing a UK DFBA show. And it's like, I can't get my head around the classes because there's figure, but all you do is quarter turns. Like you don't do any other poses. I'm like, well, I don't want her to prep for that long and then do 4 poses because
Yeah.
she looks fucking sick in all the poses. So she's going to have to do physique in UK DFBA. But then there's extra poses on top of what she's normally been doing for figure anyway, like fucking abs and thigh. I'm like, what the fuck? So she's doing UK DFBA, PCA, NFM, WMBF, and two bros. So it's like she's got to learn all of those fucking poses.
I spent 2 years just trying to do quarter turns.
Yeah, and you're still fucking trying as well.
I know.
Oh, it's crazy. What would you say is the most challenging, or like what kind of typical issues do you see kind of crop up with the figure girls that you work with?
No, I wouldn't just specify like just figure, but like any female, I'll be honest, I think men are so fucking cocky and up their own arse that they think they're fucking unbelievable. They don't have any, it seems they don't have much self-belief. Now, I don't want to just generalize a gender, but that's just what a common trend I seem to see within bodybuilding with females. Like, I mean, Cam, I'm just like, for fuck's sake, just get it in your head. Like, you're fucking really good. Soph was by far the fucking worst. And, you know, you've seen what she looks like. She looks like a fucking alien. And just like, but at the same time, is that potentially a positive that they're always just going to try to be better all the time?
Yeah.
Potentially. I say again, a struggle sometimes with females is how hard they have to push.
Yeah.
Like Scarlett, you know this, mate. You have to fucking dig. And that's like, as a coach, it's not a nice thing to tell someone that you're going to have to do 2 hours of cardio today and not eat any carbs. That's not fun. And I don't care what any other fucking coach says in the industry. We're not, my girls don't do cardio. My girls never do zero carb. It's fucking bullshit. Yeah. Because at some point, you're probably going to, and it might just be the first ever prep they do because they really manage the off season then and coming out of show and they've set themselves up so well. But those people are also bodybuilding, and don't do anything else.
Yeah.
And then, they might not have to push as hard. But at the same time, if they end up on 3,000 calories at the end and they're peeled, that's still shit. Because you're still going to be hungry no matter how many fucking calories on because you're peeled. Not because
you still come down the deficit.
Yeah, you've still got to get all of your body fat off, which isn't actually very nice. And then another like struggle with females is actually getting all body fat off is fucking hard.
Yeah.
Like sometimes, you know, I had a girl last year and she came to me at 9 weeks out and she looked 18 weeks out. And we got, I mean, she did, Jesus Christ, she actually did really well as well in the end, but I did not want to have to tell her these are the things you're gonna have to do. Because like it was fucking, and like I just wanted to push the show back. But when someone's just dead set on something. And to be fair, I mean, she got there, she did really fucking well. But that was not fun to have to do to someone. I've actually got a heart. And having to tell people to do something, it's just like, but they should know what they're in for.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think some like girls don't realize like how much they actually have to get off for a class. Like,
Yeah.
Because I even if I look at like my old stage pictures, I'm like, I was still like 10 weeks out when I was on stage. And now I'm like, oh God, give me
But
more time.
I would probably say that's a common denominator across everyone. When sometimes, I
Yeah.
mean, this is not me being a dick, but I can look at my first show pictures and say there's not any fat to come off me. Like, it was all off. But I also know that I'd been there. I'd done that for holidays because I was an idiot.
Mhm.
And like, I'd been there so many times that me to get my glutes in doesn't take much. But you'll look at some blokes first face pictures. I'm like, bro, you are fat. Like, legit fat. Like, okay, bodybuilder fat. I don't like calling people fat, but yeah, I think everyone underestimates how much you have to pull off, and also what it takes to pull it all off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How hard are those conversations to have, or like what are some of the harder conversations that you do have to have around that?
Now, I don't ever really find conversations hard because I'm quite upfront and honest. And I think as long as you're communicating with someone through their prep, it shouldn't ever have to be like a difficult conversation, because everything should be outlined from the start. And like, as we're going through and checking in, I'm gonna say you're ahead, you're behind, or you're on track. So if we're behind, right, this is what we're gonna do because we need to accelerate this now. Okay, Christian's told me I'm a little bit behind, so fuck, I need to go for it now. Okay, cool. But some people aren't going to get on with knowing that they're behind. Okay, so it's a case of the stealth deficit. Don't even let them know what I'm doing. Just being like, right, these are all the changes we're going to make it. I just want to get ahead, And you'll know from working with loads of people that you do have to talk to everyone in a different way. Like, I could say to Cam, "You're a fucking fat piece of shit," and she'd use it as she'd love it. She'd be like, "Oh yeah, buzzing." Like, I'm just going to keep going. But
Watch
if
me
I said,
get lean.
yeah, watch this. But I know if I said it to someone else, they're going to cry.
Yeah.
You have to. That I'd find that's the most challenging thing, is just having to like adapt my personality to 150 different fucking personalities.
It is. Communication is such a big thing, and it's so different person to person. Like, I have clients who just want me to say it as it is, like, give me upfront, honest, just get it out, and they take that and they're right, implement, change, done, boxes ticked. Whereas another person, I might have to say, right, okay, well, this went really well, but and kind of like put bubble wrap around or like sandwich the bad news.
Yeah, always start with something good. Middle is just throw the shit at them. Ending, but you're doing great, babe. Don't worry, let's go.
Keep going. Yeah, no, it's definitely, and that takes time to master, like your communication skills, because like you're probably set one way, and then you become a coach, and then you're like, oh shit, like I actually have to learn how to communicate in all these different ways.
Yeah, but at the same time, I think from my hospitality background, like, people think it's just serving drinks or it's just running a place or whatever. It's fucking hard, and you're meeting 1,000 different personalities a week across the bar. And because I'm the kind of person that I like to make people laugh, I like to make sure people are having a good time, all that sort of stuff. You quickly learn what you can get away with certain people. And when I was running bars, you learn fast, because if you say the wrong thing, you're getting a fucking punch around the face.
At least you're behind a screen now.
Yeah, true. Yeah, no one's going to be punching me through Loom, luckily.
What are some of the other like skills or most important traits that you would say it takes or kind of have helped you to become like that high level coach, working with those kind of clients? Like, what kind of skills, attributes, like that kind of stuff would you say are important?
Now, I want to say some that probably people wouldn't say, because I like
Do
to
it.
be I like to be different. I think building a rapport with people is like one of the most important things, because firstly, if you don't like the person that you work with, you're not going to put in as much effort as if you're working with someone that you do like.
Yeah.
Simple. Like, I think in this day and age, there's how many coaches in the UK? 10 million or something, that everyone's got online. You've got all the choice in the fucking world of who you want to go to, you better make sure it's someone that you actually get on with. And because there's so much choice, I can guarantee you're going to find someone that you do get along with. And not everyone's going to get along with me. And as much as I would love them to, because I'm a people pleaser, like not everyone's going to like me, but that's fine because I can't coach everyone. Yeah. But I think that building up rapport, like especially from as a male that coaches females, they have to be comfortable telling me fucking everything. And I'll be honest, now I would say all of my female clients are oversharers, which at the start they definitely weren't. I can think of a female in particular who does not like talking about time of the month or does not like talking about stool movements and shit like that. And now she's telling me what her shit's like every fucking week and she's laughing about it. Do you know what I mean? But that's been like built up over time. So building a rapport with people and just like actually having time for people and actually investing yourself into them. Like to be honest, I don't actually think this is a good thing. Like it's not good for my mental health, but being so like emotionally invested in everyone's shit, they know that. And I also think that keeps them loyal as well to you, because retention these days, like I think a lot of people struggle with it because there is so much other stuff out there that catches your attention. Oh, I want to go and try this, coach. But if you're fucking really good at it and you've built a rapport and a relationship with your client, they ain't going to want to leave. Like I've had people that are still with me 5 years on. And I'm like, mate, are you not fucking sick of me? And he's like, well, no, because I come here every week. You tell me exactly what to do. It keeps me accountable. I hit my goals and we have a laugh. Like, and again, I think that's an important thing. Like actually making it fun. Now, again, not everyone wants that. Some people are like, bro, fucking tell me to eat shit and I'll eat it. I don't care. Like I'm a robot. And that's absolutely fine. But robots are also fucking boring because they do the same fucking thing. Okay. And again, I can guarantee if you're having fun whilst doing it, you're going to put more effort in for a start. And then you'll also get better results. Shockingly, I know if you put more effort in, weird. But I don't like taking it too seriously. Some people do, and there's loads of coaches out there for that. Okay. I'm not like that because this is meant to be fucking fun. And at the end of the day, I think especially if it's like your first time doing a prep and you don't know what to expect and you feel how shit you feel or whatever, and it's like, if it's not fun, they're en route to an eating disorder and are not a very nice life after it. And that sounds harsh, but that's true. So I will kind of want to make it, as enjoyable as possible, which I don't, to be honest, I think is fucking common sense.
Yeah. And especially if you're still working with like lifestyle clients and gem pop, like they need it to be fun, like to make it kind of sustainable and, like actually implement it long term. I think.
Yeah, but on the same side of that, with someone that's prepping, when you're fucking 6 weeks out and below, it is not fun because you feel like it. So if you have to talk to me every day and I've got to try to bring something to the table, and it makes their day a little bit better, or it makes them fucking stick to their diet that day when the last thing they want to do is stick to their diet, then job done.
Yeah. 100%.
No, I agree. You've got to find little pieces of fun in each day, don't you? Otherwise, you're
one piece of your day today, Scarlett.
I'm on the podcast.
Scarlett, you seem tired, mate. Not gonna lie.
How dare you?
You just sat there silent. I love it.
Wouldn't be like
me, yeah. No, I did actually have a good night's sleep last night, to be fair. I know it doesn't look like it, but
look beautiful, mate, don't worry.
No one's gonna watch it anyway.
It's fine. This will be the one with all of you, Scarlett. You mentioned you had said that you took some skills, obviously, from different jobs, and obviously a bit of that is selling. What other kind of things would you say are kind of important when you are coaching, going out on your own, building a business that maybe people don't realize? Because I know when I got into it full time, I love coaching. I love the people element. I love the training and I love learning and everything. And what you don't actually consider is like you're a full-time salesperson as well, you know, and you don't, it's not an immediate thought. So like, are there any other things like that that you would say, you know, are part and parcel of it that you might not necessarily kind of think about straight away?
Now I think this kind of comes down to like how much of an extreme person you are and how seriously you want to take this. So when I do anything, I'm like, right, how do I be the best at this? Because I am an extremist and I've got a really addictive personality. So if I start doing something new, it's like, right, how can I be the best at this? And if I like something, I work hard at it. Again, weird. No. But I remember when I left my job officially, which was the scariest thing I've ever done in my life. Because again, like as much as I'm an extremist, I am quite cautious. And I get fucking nervous and scared over shit. Like, and my anxiety is fucking awful. So I kind of said to myself when I left, I'm going to have to work probably 7 days a week for quite a long time to make this work. Now, I'm not saying to people that you have to work 7 days a week and you have to have working hours on your phone and all this sort of stuff. You can go and do that. That's absolutely fine. But also don't expect to get to the top of it at all. Like I have working hours in my WhatsApp. Do you think people listen to them? No. And do you think I still respond out of those hours? Yes. Okay. Because at the end of the day, firstly, it's just a fucking phone. Really. Like, and it's going off. Okay. I'd be a lot more stressed if my phone was never going off and no one wanted me. Okay. Now, you know, on the what's that app that it says how long you're on your phone?
Oh, the screen time.
Screen time.
Yeah, screen time. Like it also divides into how many notifications you get per day per app. And like I don't think people understand. Like when you're getting 2,000 to 3,000 messages a day, that's really fucking stressful.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't stop. And I feel like you have to know, like, if you're going to take this really seriously, a lot of people come to me and like on a business consult, I want X amount of clients and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, get there and let me know if you still want that.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it's really hard because you have to listen to so many people. And a lot of the time, it's actually not about bodybuilding because these people get so invested in you and because they do become friends, which I don't think is a bad thing at all, especially for your retention. But that also means they will then tell you everything about their life.
Yeah.
Oh, I fucking went round this guy's house last night. He did this, and now I'm stuck there. Whatever, like any situation that you can think, I've definitely heard it. And like, I tend to find, this is not a sob story, I promise. When I've finished all my check-ins for the day and I've done 25, 30 fucking Loom videos and I've listened to everyone's problems, I'm like, right, who's going to listen to mine now? Because I feel after doing that and it's every day. So be prepared that it's really fucking hard sometimes, but at the same time, isn't every job hard or shit sometimes?
Yeah.
I think a lot of people who complain about this also need a fucking reality check.
Yeah.
Being like, bro, come on. Like we're working in a world where £10,000 a month from coaching is like normal. Okay, I can guarantee that's not normal. That's fucking stupid because you're earning more than a surgeon and all you're telling them to do is eat fucking Cocoa Pops. Come on. Get over yourself.
And bagels.
And bagels. Yeah, don't forget that. That's the extra £5,000 a month. So like, because I've been like victim of being like, fuck's sake, I'm so fucking stressed, all this sort of stuff. But I always just bring it back. I'd be a lot more stressed if I didn't have any clients.
Yeah.
Because then I haven't got a fucking job.
Yeah.
I don't even know if that's answered the question because I think I've just gone off on a ramble, so I'm sorry.
No, we no rambles. But there was one thing you said
What I was
when
going to say though is that, you know, like when you've got all your messages and you've got like, so you do your check-ins, don't you? Like as a structured. Sorry, like bear with me.
Right,
So then
Scarlett.
obviously you do all your
It's fine.
check-in structured like a normal working day, and then obviously
Yep.
you'll get all them replies then, won't you, for whatever that you say when you're out and about during the day. So it is like non-stop. So like when you're like actually out and about doing stuff, are you then like still making decisions on people who are like prepping and whatnot? Or is it all like when you're sat and able to be focused? Because I know people are like here, there, and everywhere, some coaches, and they just do it all on the phones. And I'm like, can you really kind of make accurate thinking decisions when you're not at your desk working, if that makes sense? Because
Yeah, I get that. So I do structure my day. I have a working day, I have a start time, and I have what I try to have a finish time. But again, in any job, sometimes you work late. Sometimes you have to work over your hours because it's busy that day or fucking whatever. But I try and be finished by a certain time. And then obviously messages will come out throughout the day. I can't be at my desk all day. Neither do I want to be. But because everyone's been responding to, I've already made the changes there and then. Yes, are there some things that are going to come through late and you're going to have to make some on the fly adjustments or whatever? Like I've got 4 people peaking this week at the moment. And they will send pictures after every meal or before every meal, sorry. Just so I can potentially adjust something if I need to. I'm not going to be at my desk and it's going to be on my phone. You said about, is it the best doing it from your phone, all sort of stuff. I genuinely think a lot of my decisions are best made on the fly because I'm not thinking. It's just like, yeah, I think you should do that. It's the first thing that's come to my head, and normally the first thing that's come to my head is the best thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I do it on my phone sometimes, Scarlett, and it's a good idea. Right.
good.
I like to be in front of my screen though, because the pictures are bigger and you can see more what you need to see and stuff.
Yeah, I'll always do check-in sitting down like at my thing, obviously with the loom and stuff, but like, yeah, sometimes you just can't be at a desk all day. Like we didn't pick the office life, so you can't be at it all day. You mentioned something there just before Scarlett asked the question, and it was that we live in a world where £10,000 a month is normal, but it's not, right? Because that's like what, £120,000 per year, which is about quarter of a million in Aussie dollars. And I think a lot of people assume that's what we all make from day one, and like it's just not the case when you're going into it.
No, it's not. And to be honest, I think I hate using the word luck because it's not, but I got lucky in my opinion. Just because from like a timing standpoint, like I went into lockdown and I had obviously a full-time job and I had 25 paying clients at the time. I was getting furlough pay for not doing anything. I didn't have to do any work for months. So all I had to do was try and build a business. And within 6 months of start of lockdown to going back to work, I went from 25 to 85. Now that's a big jump in a very short period of time. So I haven't really had the time where it was no money. I know that sounds like a dick thing to say. I'm just being honest. Like it accelerated really fucking fast. And I think a lot of that was just like right place, right time.
Yeah,
100%.
But it's not even that it's like, oh, you got lucky. It's just that things aligned and timings worked and you actually put the work in. Because I heard something the other day. If you spent as much time working on your business as you did your body, how would it look, or what would the difference be, right? Because we can spend hours in the gym, we can go out for our steps, we can do our cardio, we can do our meal prep, all of these things. Like that's hours of your day. But you're expecting your coaching business to just take off from doing a little post a day, and you know.
Yeah, and it's like, I think consistency is like the biggest thing in this. Like,
Yeah.
Scarlett, when do you go on Instagram and you don't see me at the top?
I'm
Like,
sick
it's
of
always,
sight, yeah.
yeah, I know. That's the whole point. You know, fuck it, she does me. Scarlett does me. She's just constantly. And like that is the whole point. It's like so many people say, "Oh, I saw you on this podcast. I saw you doing that YouTube video. I saw you on TikTok. I saw you on Facebook, Instagram. You always at my thing." That's the whole fucking point. Because at the end of the day, everyone's got a coach now. I can't think of anyone that doesn't have a coach. So when that coach drops the ball, because at some point they probably fucking will, because they all do.
Post show.
Okay. Yeah. See ya. Reverse diet, 50 calories a day. So when they drop the ball, or when someone wants something new or whatever, who's the first fucking person they're going to think of? The person they see all the time.
Yeah.
And there's a reason why I said yes to doing this at 5:30 in the morning. Because people are going to see it who don't know me. And that's going to bring more people. They go, you know what? I really like that guy. I'm gonna bear in mind, or they're gonna say, I really fucking hate that guy. He's a dickhead, and that's absolutely fine as well. Probably the majority, to be fair.
Go follow Christian, guys. He got up at 5:30 in case you didn't know.
just so I know, it's 5:30. All right.
Dedication.
Oh.
Yeah, but I'm also up at this time as well, guys. So you know, I'm just putting that one in there.
that thing you said, Maeve, about like if you put as much time into your business as you did your body, it's massively true. Like, I've put so much in to this year, and funny enough, got so much back out of it as well.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if I'm not progressing in my own kind of goals and stuff like that, I'm also a lot less happy. And if I'm not happy, that then reflects on my work. So I don't think being glued to your laptop or your computer or whatever all day is very good for you. As like, as much as I love this job so much, I love everything about it. It is very mentally draining. You do need like a switch off of some descript. And like, again, from like being an extremist, I always want to be bigger or whatever. And that requires me going to the gym. And to be fair, if I don't go to the gym, I'm in a way worse mood.
Yeah. Oh, sure.
Yeah, like, you get out what you put in. When I went into lockdown with 25 clients, I was doing something different every fucking day to try and build it. Like, I started doing YouTube videos every single day, and I'd never done one in my life.
Yeah.
And please don't go and watch them, because they're absolutely,
everyone going to watch them.
they are so bad. But it brought people to me, so it worked.
And we all had to keep sane somehow those few months. Well, I was the same. Like, I had just gone online August 2019 full time, like online, and then boom, March, COVID hit, and that was like, oh fuck, like, do you? It's gonna go one way or the other. But I was like, no, this is gonna work, and I'm gonna make it work. And like that, I was posting the garage workouts, and I was like, oh Jesus, never again. I can never write home workouts ever again because of COVID. But I think, I think it gave people a big opportunity, and some people really ran with it, and some people did not.
Correct.
Yeah, for sure.
I think a lot of people needed coaches during lockdown as well, though. Like, that was when I actually started coaching, like, through that, as well. So I think the people who sort of took on to that, like, support for people when they had nothing and they were like, I'm basically just locked in my own house. I think, it was good. Yeah.
Yeah, it was either I think people either became coaches or became like bakery fucking
bakers. Yes, yeah. How many loaves of banana bread did you make?
None. I can't fucking do shit like that to save my life.
Oh god, I went ham on the bacon. I made some epic cinnamon scrolls, I'll tell you that. Everyone's guilty pleasure. When are you
Right.
competing next, Christian? Hmm.
Mate, I don't know. Like I loved competing. It was fucking great. And it definitely helped me from a business standpoint. So if I do it now, it's not for that. So it has to be for something else. And the only thing it can be is like, I really want to do it. And at the moment, like right this second, I don't really want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'd love to be back up on stage and stuff like that. It's just the process of actually getting lean, to be honest. I don't know. I don't like when people say I'm too busy. Because 9 times out of 10, they aren't too busy. And I'm like, come on, fucking hell. Come and live a week here and you'll know what fucking busy is. But I am too busy. I'm too busy to prioritize it, is what I'm saying. I could.
I think because your brain function needs to be there.
Yeah, I could do it if I really wanted to. And at the moment, I don't really want to. Like, yes, I want to go back on stage and stuff like that, but actually prepping, I don't really, really want to do it at the moment. But at the same time, I know when I do, I will have definitely made improvements because I'm constantly getting heavier all the time. So that's good. So I'm still working towards something because I do want to go back up there just to see how much I've put on, and how different it would look, and stuff like that. And yeah, because I know deep down I do want to at some point, but now is not the right time for me to do it. There's just a lot, and I'm about to move house. Fucking not
Oh,
prepping.
no, I moved house in the middle of prep and it was fucking
Oh,
horrendous. So bad. Yeah, no, not fun. Would not recommend. 0 out of 10. 0. What would you say are some of the biggest or most valuable lessons that you have learned through bodybuilding?
oh fucking hell. If you don't have routine or like you're not consistent in something, you're going to drop the ball very fucking fast. Like it doesn't work without routine, consistency, showing up every single fucking day. I think it's taught me like just like resilience of like, man, you can really. I don't care when it's just dieting, bro. It's just cardio and sort of stuff. Yeah, it is just eating food and it is just moving and stuff like that. But when you don't have any body fat on you, the last thing you want to do sometimes is follow your fucking diet and get on the fuck. I remember, and this I'm gonna sound like such a fucking pussy here, but my cardio on prep got pulled at like 8 weeks out, and I was only doing twice a week at half an hour, which I know that's easy, but also at 8 weeks out, I was what is most people's stage condition, and the day it got pulled, I went to do my cardio, and I was stood at the bottom of the stairs crying because I didn't think I'd be able to do it because I just felt so shit. I did the cardio and then got told you're not doing cardio again. I was like, fuck me, thank fuck for that. But it really you find out what kind of person you're on prep. And when also you start prepping a lot more people, you realize, man, not a lot of people can actually prep. Because how many times have you seen people I've had to pull out of prep or something, whatever.
Yeah.
Like I see firsthand that people really fucking struggle.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's not from a food standpoint or a card, it's just mentally.
Yeah.
Like I genuinely think mentally a lot of people cannot do it.
No, it's one of the hardest things you can do in your life, like 100% mentally. Like your body's able to withstand a lot. It's all in your head. Like God, there's some horrendous days.
Yeah. And like that's not fun.
No. Why do we do
So
that?
yeah, fuck this. What sport do you want next?
Yeah.
Netball.
But no, just like yeah, you find out what kind of person you are.
Yeah.
Because I'm quite a like I said, extremist. Like if I'm gonna do so, I've got to go fucking full send and just hammer it. there was nothing that was going to fucking stop that prep at all.
Mm.
You know, I was 2 weeks into prep and gym shut again.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, standard. And they opened back up at 8 weeks out. Fucking night. I mean, granted, I was still training in a gym, but it was a fucking nightmare. So, yeah.
I had a question and I just completely forgot what I was
All
going
right.
to ask. No, that's I don't know what. Oh yeah, were you always like you know, an extremist and kind of like get shit done, or did kind of bodybuilding change what you were like?
Yeah, bodybuilding definitely changed it. Like, I always used to think, especially with like jobs and stuff, I used to think I was quite lazy. Because I've now subsequently realized I was lazy because I didn't enjoy what I'm doing. And because I'm a bit of a selfish cunt, like I don't like doing things that I don't want to do. So if I'm doing something I don't want to do, there isn't going to be any effort in it. Like, well, a bare minimum, like what jobs used to, well, school was what's the least I can do to get by?
Yeah.
That was the plan. I'll revise the night before, and then the night before comes, and it's like I'll revise morning of the exam just before I go in or something, just skim over it.
Yeah.
And funny enough, I did fucking shit at school, but
Funny that.
I fucking hated it. I absolutely hated it, and I think as soon as I got into bodybuilding, well, to be honest, as soon as I got into starting how to lose weight, I was just addicted. Because I think, to be fair, I was probably quite a vain person when I started this. And I was just like, I just want to look better. Like, I'm so desperate to look better. I would have done anything.
Yeah.
Fucking taken anything. I don't know. It's like, I would have just done whatever they told me to do. I'd just do it. But because I was seeing results of an effort, I just made me keep going. And then I was fully, I remember actually saying that I did a photo shoot again. Don't ever look back at this photo shoot because it was awful. The first ever time the first time that I ever got lean, well, quote unquote, I thought I was fucking peeled. I was definitely not, but I was in decent nick, and I started very fat. So give myself a little bit of credit. I remember after that, I was like, right, this is what I do now.
Yeah.
Like, I just fucking love it. So yeah, again, I can't even remember what the question was.
No, that was it. Like, I think bodybuilding changed me a lot as well. Like, not well, maybe I was a bit lazy. Yeah, probably was. But I was very much the victim and like, oh, it's my friend's fault, or oh, I don't have genetics, or like, you know, blaming absolutely everyone and anyone before saying, Maeve, cut the fuck on and just do the work. Like, you know, that was me, blamed absolutely anything I could. And I think bodybuilding helped teach me it's all on you at the end of the day. So you can moan and you can keep moaning, but until you stop and just do it and accept responsibility, nothing's going to fucking change. So I think that's one of the best lessons.
Yeah, and you constantly see people online that also never change.
Never. No.
Start a prep. Oh, I had to pull it out. Oh, I've rebounded really bad. Oh, started a prep. Oh, I've rebounded. It's not for you, bro.
No, it's not for you.
Do
That's
something else.
a good question. Do you ever have to have these conversations with people that it's just not for them? Like, or do those people not get to you? Like,
I would say I have this more commonly with like the business side of stuff, because I do like business consults for people, and I'm a lot more savage on those than I am to like my clients. And I have told people, like, sometimes I'm 15 minutes into it and I'm like, I'm going to refund you your money because coaching's not for you and I can't help you. Because at the end of the day, look at the competition that is out there. Now, I'm not saying you can't make something out of something, but in coaching, if you don't have a personality, okay, you don't have any sort of physique, okay, you've never really took it seriously, you have no clients, what are you going to do? Like, I can give you the best social media strategy in the world, but you're not going to get any clients, mate. Like, because this isn't for you. So I normally have those kind of conversations. But at the end of the day, like, I'd rather give them their money back, because like I don't want to take what I've charged them for an hour and not give them anything. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
In terms of physique, it's normally that the being honest of being like, bro, you're not going to make it on time. So we're probably going to have to rethink what we do here. But in terms of like genetically, look, anyone can get up on stage.
Yeah.
Anyone. And if that's what you really want to fucking do, we're going to absolutely go for it. I'm going to get you there in the best way possible. I can't control their genetics or how their body is structured or how wide their fucking waist is naturally, and they're built like a fucking fridge. Okay, I can't do anything about that. All I can do is get the body fat off. And they might absolutely fucking love competing and not give a shit about placing. Okay, I know my genetic capabilities. I ain't a great bodybuilder, and I'm cool with that. But I also love the stage and getting up there and getting peeled and stuff like that. I know I'm probably never even going to win a regional, and I'm cool with that. Like, I'm absolutely fine about it, because I just like doing what I want to do.
Yeah.
So I can have these conversations with clients and be like, look, bro, genetically wise, we haven't got control over that. Like, I don't think you should be doing two bros, because I think people that do two bros should be ones that are looking to get a pro card. Okay. So I think we should stick to, let's do some PCA shows. I mean, to be honest, PCA show standard is probably better than fucking 90% of the two bro standard anyway.
Yeah. A lot of some phenomenal shows, the PCA shows. Yeah.
Yeah. Or, if they're natty, just working across natty feds and stuff like that. And, if that's what they want to do and they want to embrace it and enjoy it, as long as they know that, like, I'm not one that blows smoke up. Like, if you're shit, I'm not going to say you're coming first.
I hate seeing that.
At the same time, if you're good, I'm going to fucking tell you that you're good. Because all I do is I'm just honest.
Yeah.
And some higher level people, which I found out this year, don't like that.
No.
They just want to be told I'm shit. I'm like, okay.
I actually, I one of the girls I know is with a big American coach, and when I was asking her, like what it was like and this and the other, he just tells her how shit she is, how bad the posing is, how shit glutes look, or how bad this is, and she needs to go and work on them. And I'm like, oh my god, like I don't know if I like that, but she just runs with it, and that works for her, and she does the work.
Yeah. Like, I remember when I was looking for a new coach, and I'm very much like you. I if someone talks to me like shit, I'm like, bro, who the fuck are you talking to? Like, should we fucking have it off right now? Because I'm ready. You know what I mean? Like, I know, and this is not me. I am going to bring up names, but this is not me like disrespecting anyone. Everyone has their own way of working.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't work with someone like Cuba because we just would not get on. Like, I get on with him on a personal level. But if he was having a go at me for stuff, I'm going to be like, look, bro, you don't talk to me like that. Okay. Whereas I work with Naif, and every time Naif opens its loom and he's like, yes, big dog, I'm excited.
Yeah.
And he's probably not like that for everyone, but he knows that's what I like, because I'm not trying to, when I was looking for a coach, I'm not looking to like, I need to learn loads of stuff from this person and stuff. I just want someone to get along with. Because again, if I get along with them, I'm going to he understands that some of my weeks are going to be so far from optimal that it's like, I'm not a bodybuilder that week or whatever. And he's not like having a go at me, because I don't get anything from that.
Yeah.
I get nothing from it.
Yeah. No, I would be very similar. Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes I just need a bit of an arm around me.
Yeah. Give me a hug.
Everything's going to be all right.
The prep breakdowns. Just be nice to me. Tell me I'm pretty.
That's just me every day now.
I'll text you afterwards. You look really cute today. Right. I think we've absolutely chatted the ears off you, Christian. I think that's a good
Oh no, we need to ask him his favorite death row meal.
Oh yeah, death row meal. Give it to us.
Oh fuck. It's gonna be big. There's gonna be multiple things at every court.
Yeah.
I don't like when people say, I'm just gonna have a pizza for Maine. No. I'm gonna have pizza and this. Oh fuck. Right. I haven't been asked this for a long time.
Starters, main, dessert, side.
Starter, some sort of like bit of sushi on the side, a few rolls, some like garlic flatbread of some description with multiple dips. Okay, preferably like garlic. Anything that's got garlic in it, I'm eating it. Garlic. Don't get any ideas. I'm not kissing you after that. Okay. Oh, what else will start? Some sort of like chicken liver parfait or something. I know that sounds a bit poncy.
It does.
But it's just
Are you having
so
it on
nice.
a crisp bread?
Yeah, with like chutney on it as well.
Chutney. Oh, I love chutney.
Yeah.
See, you're coming around to it now. Maine, some sort of like proper authentic Italian pizza with like cured meat on it. Some like sweet potato fries that are like overdone.
Oh yeah, crispy, not the soggy.
Crispy as fuck. Crispy as fuck, boy. What else on the side? And just like I tell you what, this might sound basic. I just love a Five Guys now and again. So just like a burger.
Just on the side. You get one on the way home, a Five Guys on the way home. Is that what it is?
Yeah. Now dessert, I am a fucking massive sweet tooth. So some ice cream of some descript. Love cheesecake. Love sticky toffee pudding. Well, and multiple cookies and brownies.
What prison are you going to? Like where they give you
in 5-star, man.
Just in case we're ever in trouble, can I request that one?
I actually forgot. I forgot we were in prison there for a moment. I was like, where are we going?
That's just Scarlett describing her post-show plan. Oh, brilliant. Yeah, that sounds delicious. Absolutely delicious. Thanks so much. That was a really great chat. I've definitely got a few lols and a few lessons. So I think people are going to love it. Do you want to tell everybody where to find you? No, how not to work with you?
Instagram is the best place to find me. It's coached by Christian. No underscores, no dashes, no numbers, nothing. The OG coached by Christian. No one else. All right. Team coached by Christian Instagram as well. If we just pop that a follow. YouTube, just type in Christian Chapman and you'll find me.
Go check out the old ones from lockdown, especially.
Don't do
that. Definitely going to do that.
Definitely going to do that. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in to this week's episode. We hope you enjoyed it. Go check Christian's socials out. Give us the thumbs up on whatever platform you are listening on, and we will see you all again next week.
Thank you.